Jason mentioned something earlier that it was weird at the end of your podium streak to see you fist pumping. I know there were bigger pictures, but talk about the championship, what the year was like.
Yeah, obviously the goal from the very beginning coming into this year obviously was to defend another title. Last year being able to win, and I wanted to repeat it and back it up and do it again, and it was going to be a challenge, but that I hadn't done before. I hadn't consistently won, and so that was the first goal that we started chasing after. But then the preparation come, and everything getting ready for the season. And as the season started, the Anaheim one was a little rough, but from right away we were able to start gathering some wins consistently and on the podium and everything like that, which was good. And I think obviously fourth place tonight isn't the goal was a championship, but podium streak. I was definitely going after Cole Seeley that last just to try to get on the podium, but a lot of people got to remember too that it's been a fight. Mentally, battling week in and week out. A lot of people have been coming. A lot of riders been challenging us, different riders across the whole season. Other riders can, the pressure's kind of off them. They can go out and ride the way they want to. So not that the pressure's building up with us tonight that we got fourth. I definitely gave it my best and did what I could, but I wasn't going to, do anything stupid either. I was going to race hard and get to the front as best as I could, but like I said, the goal was to get the championship, and it's nice to be able to have a little cushion to wrap it up one round early, and it was, consistent, I feel like, across the board the whole season. Fourth place, if that's our worst finish up until round 16, I don't think that's that bad, but, at the same time, the accomplishment of the championship being done is nice, but it's good to have that done. Now we can go to Vegas and now move into outdoors and just really focus on what lies ahead, too. So, you want to win the championship, and I keeping the focus and on the practice during the week, on myself at the races, and trying to execute my plan of attack that we have. But it's the championship weighs on you. You want to win and you want to wrap it up. But I knew I had to focus on right here, right now, and it's good to be able to have it wrapped up.
Now that you've had this will be your third. I know you're going to hear this question a lot, but how does these rank with the others as you get older?
I would say the sweetest was 15 and 16. Last year with getting the first championship, Supercross championship for KTM was big. But this one even it has its own kind of good points because I feel like we were more stronger this year. We were able to win more races consistently, and we were battling for winning position every single race right from the beginning. So that was encouraging, and every championship is sweet in itself. The first one was awesome because it was 2010. It was my first one. It was my rookie year. The second one, KTM, it took some years to get it, but we got her last year, and then to be able to defend it, each one has their own exciting points and meaning.
You have one more milestone now. You're at your eighth win. Ninth win would be a career high for you.
Yeah.
How important is that maybe going into Vegas? Something to think about?
No, for sure. It would definitely be nice to cap the season off with a win, and we're going to do our best to do that, but it's also encouraging to know that we have won 9 already. We just got docked that one race, which brings it to 8, but in the record book speaking wise, it'd be nice to get 9 for or not for the record books, but more for the my personal win in total wins in a Supercross season. So each the thing I don't underestimate either is each race, and each race is important too. Each win is also important. So I don't want to downplay that by any means either.
Roger, compare 2015 Ryan Dungey to 2016 Ryan Dungey.
Well, he definitely did another big step, I feel, and he's gotten better every year. And the beginning of the year is always really tough because everybody their hopes are at 100%, or more. And Ryan was strong from the very beginning and carried it all the way through. And to be this consistent the way he has been, that takes a lot of preparation, dedication, and staying focused full time. It's easier when you can relax a little bit in the middle of the season and then come back. But he has been there every race, and even the last few weeks, he battled hard with Kenny when he could have taken followed and still, be finding the championship points. So I feel that this is the best Ryan Dungey we have had.
You've worked with you've won this title a lot in various teams you've worked for. So how is this guy compared to the other guys you've worked with as far as how hard he works and how every single detail you guys work on?
I think I have to rank him number one as far as the dedication and day in, day out. There's been, McGrath was awesome. Ricky was awesome, but this dedication that he has every race, every day of the week is really exceptional.
You were mentioning early in the year, you came out, guys have come on strong late in the season now, but you were ready from the start. How hard is that? Because that stuff that's happening October, November, December, how hard is it to do that stuff and get that stuff right at that time of year?
Well, I think like Roger said, it's one thing. I wanted to get it, last year we kind of started behind a little bit, and it was by round 5 we got the points lead, and that kind of worked out to our advantage. And from there, confidence was able to build and build that lead. But this year, right away at round 2, we were in the points lead, and that was the deal. We wanted to build on that, and obviously consistency. There was, throughout the whole season, it was tough because it's not like we could relax. Yes, we could relax tonight and just have, roll around and get 14th, but I didn't want to do that. But like Roger said, it's one thing when you can, you're not in the points, you can kind of take a step back and regroup, then come back and make a full swing. But for me, it was like week in and week out, and I wouldn't have it any other way. That's the goal, is to get better, and the consistency, and having Eldon for the training side, I didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. So the work was being put in, but it was, at the practice tracks, there's the pressure without the stress of the race stress. We got the pressure from Marvin and Jason. So it's a battle at the practice track, but then you come to the race and it's a battle as well. So, I feel like this season I was able to kind of find out more about myself too. Times where I felt challenged to where, you were tired and you wanted to you're trying to find that motivation. I had to really dig deep, and not to say but it was just, I found myself in situations where I had to find that deep desire within me to go out and keep doing it, and then, in the end, you prove a lot to yourself. You can win another race and then another championship, and it's the testing went good in the off season. The preparation went good, so we're healthy. There's a lot of things that, a lot of little things that go into this here right now, and the work and the crew, the team, the support system.
It's a lot of work, a lot of discipline, for 5-6 months, like day in, day out. I know how much this guy likes to eat. We go to dinner together, and Alden is on this program, he can only eat so much, and he's always hungry. So you have to protect your plate a little bit. But, yeah, including me. But,
how does Ryan Dungey celebrate a championship tonight?
It's amazing the discipline this guy has.
I think people forget is we see you on weekends doing well, but you're the guy everyone's targeting every hour of every day, every week. You can't have a bad day even on Tuesday.
Right, and that's the thing. There's so much riding during the week, the preparation, and the focus. It has to be there. You can't afford to kind of be tired. We all find ourselves tired from the training and stuff, but you can't afford to kind of just not lose your focus a little bit, because it'll bite you out there on the track. So, it's discipline. October, November, December, mainly. I got to thank Jason and Marvin, because it was a bad. They come down to test, and there was times he was faster, I was faster, but it was a battle every single time we got out on the track. But it was fun, and when we got to the race, it was nothing different. It wasn't. We had already experienced that pressure from chasing and then from somebody pushing. So. Yeah, it's a lot of maintenance, a lot of riding, and then, but the biggest thing is keeping the perspective, the enjoyment. That's the one thing Roger's been really good with helping me. It's like, I don't have to do this, I get to do this, and we get paid to do what we love, both of us, and it's not that it's about the money. I've never done it for the money. It's more about the passion and the enjoyment and keeping the fun and the love of the sport. So, and not being afraid to fail. There's a lot of points in my career that I was struggling, and it's you know, I do believe our better days. There's still a lot more better days still ahead of us, better years too. So we'll keep trying to build.
Dream scenario. How many years? How long do you want to do this?
Well, I right now just one contract at a time, you know. But as long as I'm in it 100% and I can race and battle at the top, then I'll be here. So.
How about you, Roger?
At least as long as he rides.
Okay. Keeping me young. Is there going to be a celebratory meal? Can you go nuts one time?
Yeah. How does
Oh yeah. I mean,
right?
gotta let loose a little bit, you know. But
He gets a couple of Oreos today.
yeah. It's gosh,
You
yeah,
know what to do with
yeah.
yourself.
I don't know. Really,
There's good food here in New York.
We'll see. They got something planned for us tonight, so
Okay.
we'll have some fun with the team.